Hi guys, Frankie here from Your Property Wealth. Welcome to another video series of Growing Together. If you're still watching these videos and you're getting a lot of information and you find these are valuable, I appreciate if you could leave us a comment and let us know how we're going. And I appreciate you still sticking around and watching our video, watching our content, because these videos are going to help you, empower you to be the best version of yourself so you can go out to the market and become a successful property investor. So guys, today's video, what we're going to be talking about is forced appreciation. Now, if you haven't watched our last video, what is forced appreciation? Forced appreciation is when we are forcing and enhancing the quality of the property to increase the value so we can then release the equity and go out and purchase more property. So it's a great strategic strategy that we can use to go out there to accelerate our property portfolio. Now, there are two factors of appreciation, forced appreciation. There is purchasing a property under market value and doing a slight renovation. So today's topic, more we're going to touch on is renovations and what a renovation can do for you and what to look out for as well. Because majority of Australian property investors, they do a renovation and 9 times out of 10 they actually don't succeed of what they're trying to achieve. And why is this? I'm going to explain why. Now, tip 1, when doing a renovation, what to make sure you're doing when you're purchasing a property is doing a pest and building report. Okay, majority of people try to save money, thinking, oh, I'm going to get a pest and building report. That's probably look, it looks alright, but they don't know what's internally wrong with it. You know, if you purchase a property and it's got termites, or if it's got roof damages, or it's got internal plumbing damages, you know, leaks, you know, after you've settled on that property, you can't negotiate on the price and say, I want my money back. You can't say to the vendor, hey, you got to fix these problems, because you never got a pest and building report. And when you do get a pest and building report, and you give it to your solicitor, if this got significant damages, you can back out the contract. But as well, if it's got damages that aren't too bad and you can negotiate on price, that gives you an upper hand as well, because then you can even actually purchase the property even under market value. Now, this is crucial because this can save you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you want to make sure that the property doesn't have significant damages. Okay? So, number 2 is knowing your high and low price. And what does this mean? It's doing your due diligence when purchasing an investment property in the market. You want to make sure that you haven't purchased the property, if you're going to use this strategy, at the higher end value of that market. For example, let's just say the high price in this particular market is $350,000 for a beautiful property that doesn't need any work. Okay, let's just say the low price for a property that needs a fair bit of work is over $250,000. Now it's a bit of a difference, $100,000 jump. But we've purchased this property, let's just say we purchased it at $300,000. We know exactly that we can do a renovation and get up to $350,000, if not a little bit more, in value by doing a slight renovation. So it gives us an upper hand. There's a certainty, and we know exactly we're not going to over capitalize if we do a $10,000 renovation to release $60,000, $50,000 of $1,000 of equity, if not a little bit more, because we've done a due diligence. A lot of people go out to the market and they'll buy a property that has already had a renovation done to it, if it's an existing property, and they can't do much. And what happens is it's more closer to the high end range, and so it's, you know, it's around this mark, and they purchased it, you know, not far from here, and when they do a renovation, they can't release that much equity. So it's been a waste of time, it's a waste of money. So making sure you do due diligence, because this is crucial. So tip 3 is speaking to a quantity surveyor. You're going to say, why do I have to speak to a quantity surveyor? Because quantity surveyor do depreciation reports. They help you lower your tax, write-off tax. But what they can give you is information of what fixtures and fittings to put into this property when doing a renovation so you can write off the maximum deductions. For example, carpet actually gives you a more deductions, like a higher value of deductions than what tiles would. So by understanding what materials, what fixtures and fittings are put in there so you can write off in tax is great for your tax purposes and lower your tax bracket. So this is beneficial. Not many people do this. Remember, not many people understand. They don't go speak to a quantity surveyor and say, hey, Mrs. or Mr. quantity surveyor, I'm doing a renovation. What fixtures and fittings should I put in there to write off more tax? Remember, this is an investment property. We're not living in this property. This is a wealth generation tactic that we're using to improve our property portfolio to increase our our capital growth, our net growth, and lower our taxes. So, what's our fourth tip? Is numbers. Making sure you're doing your numbers. So when you're going out there, you know exactly how much this build is going to cost, or this renovation I should say. Now, of course, you're not going to know exactly, sometimes something else will pop up. But if you can do the right due diligence, and you can do the right and get these fundamentals all in order, this is a game changer. And you can actually accelerate your property portfolio a lot quicker. Now, I want to talk about a few things that kind of irrelevant a little bit to this of what doing a forced appreciation can do for you. Now, let's say you've got a property that is neutrally geared or maybe in the slight negative geared territory, and you want to try and increase the income on that property so you can actually lend, so you can get more serviceability on your loans, so you can go out there and purchase more property. Now, what you want to do is doing a slight renovation and making sure you've done your numbers as well, because you not just want to know the high and low price. You want to on your capital growth. You want to know the high and low price on your rental yield as well. So if you've done a slight renovation, you want to know you're going to increase the income on that property. And this is a great tactic to use if you've got a property that is neutrally or negative geared, to increase the serviceability as well on your own financial status. And not just that, if you've got interest rates that have gone up in value, so interest rates have increased, now you're on a variable interest loan, or principal and interest. Now your repayments have gone up. So how are you going to try and artificially increase your income? By doing the renovation. So this is a great tactic to not just to release equity, but increase your income as well during down times, or during times that you need to get more serviceability, to pay off more debt. This is a great way to get ahead. And hopefully you got something out of this, because guys, a lot of people don't speak to a quantity surveyor, and I highly recommend you speak to a quantity surveyor when doing a renovation, because they can give you so much value, and it only takes give it a phone call to sit down with one. Now, if you don't know anyone, please reach out to us. More than happy to recommend our professional quality surveyor. He's probably one of the best in the country, but he's a great guy. He will give you all the things that you need to know and understand when doing a renovation. So guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you do these tips when doing a forced appreciation, because this is a game changer. And guys, if you're having any troubles with even going out there and purchasing a property or getting started and building a property portfolio, and you need a hand because you don't have the time, or you don't enjoy the process, or you're stuck, you've got analysis of paralysis, you're doing all this research but you don't know, you're getting lost, there's too much information, you need a hand. Look guys, just message us, one of the guys at the team at Your Property Wealth, message myself here. We're more than happy to help you guys, to sit down, have a chat, see if we'll be a good fit for each other. And if not, look, that's totally cool. But we're here to help you guys. We're here to help people that are, that want to become a successful property investor and want to have extreme wealth so they can live life on their terms. So guys, stay tuned. There's more videos coming out, as I said, week after week. Frankie here from Your Property Wealth. Have a great day, guys.